here. I'm just going to run you through how to size your photos for Camera Club and then also how to export them. So first off with the sizing, I've got this little photo here, my blue wren, and if you look, I'm in the develop module of Lightroom for those who have it, and in the tool panel on the right we've got a crop tool. So here you'll see that this is in the original crop, but if I click on that original word or on the arrows alongside of it, I'll just bring this over so that it's actually in the recording area. I've got some choices of size. So for Camera Club generally I want a 4:3 ratio, which will translate to 8:6. So I click on 4:3 and the highlighted area is now the size of my print. I can drag that down to crop it where I want it, and also in Lightroom by pressing X I can turn it round to be in portrait mode, and I can continue to drag, and what it does is it crops it in that 4:3. So when I take it down to Ros and Steph or when I print it wherever, it's going to print in that 4:3 or 6:8 format quite nicely. So I have other choices there. If this was a panorama, for example, I could have it in, I'll just press X to turn it back to a landscape format, which panoramas would normally be in, and this is not the best panorama example, but if I wanted to do it 1:2, I just click 1:2 and then I can drag the highlighted area until it's right for this particular photo. Let me go to another photo here and I will show you here. See, currently it's in original crop format. I can make this 1:3 and now it's in panorama format. Okay, and you can drag the edges of that cropping tool in, and it will continue to stay in the right format. So let's go back to our original bird. I definitely don't want that 1:2, so I'm going to go portrait with it. So I've clicked X to go portrait, and I want to put it in 4:3, which will be 6:8 when I print it. 6 inches by 8 inches, 4:3 format. Get it where I want it. Press enter or return to save my changes. There we go. And now I want to export it out of Lightroom in the correct format for Camera Club. So I go to Library, click Export down the bottom, and I have my export file set up. So first thing I do here is I choose where I want to save my photo, and for me under Pictures I've got a folder set up for Camera Club. It's got lots of folders, so I go to Pictures. So all I'm doing is navigating to where I've got this folder set up. I click on Camera Club and press choose. Don't want it in my desktop. So that's all I need to do in terms of the location. Then because it's Camera Club, we do have some criteria for naming our files. So I'm going to click rename, and I want to rename to custom name. And here in the custom name text, I type in what I want to call this. So I'm going to call it Solly F. I put in an underscore just because that makes it easier to read. This will be an open, and it's number 1 of my open submissions. another underscore. Now I put in the month, so this coming month will be June, another underscore, and the name of my, the title of my image. So Solly F underscore open 1 underscore June underscore blue ring. And that, when I export this file, that will now export with that name. Next, I go to my file settings. So I want to export as a JPEG. I want to export under color space sRGB, quality 100%. I do want to limit the file size, and I want to limit it to 2000 kilobytes. And that will mean that it'll print well, but it'll be smaller. I don't have to do anything else with the resizing. I will leave the resolution at 300 because if I print it, it needs to print at a resolution of 300. Don't do anything with output sharpening. Here under metadata, I would include all the metadata. That means that all of the camera information of how I shot that photo will travel with it, along with my copyright information. I don't do a watermark, so all I need to do then is press export, and that will export that file at the right size. The other thing I'm going to do here though is, because that's the settings I'm going to use every month for Camera Club, I press over here under the presets column, I press add, and this will save these settings. So I've already got a couple saved for Camera Club, so I'm going to call this Camera Club Demo, create. And whenever I come in to export something for Camera Club now, all I have to do is click that preset, and all of these settings are going to come up automatically for me. So the only thing I'll need to do is change the name of my file. Okay, so then it's press export. Up here in the right hand corner I can see that that file is being exported. My computer's running a bit slow today, but that will, yep, now it has exported, and that's it. All I do then is, you won't be able to see this, but in my emails, I click on my emails. I want a new email, which is monthly photos. It goes to Baz, and I say friends, June images. Click on the little paperclip up here, and I navigate to Pictures, Camera Club, where I've saved that file, and I find the file that I've just saved. So it will be, I can just go to my list, and it's the top one on my list. Now I actually send it in actual size because I've already sized it. So even though it looks really big in the email, that will be the correct size, and it will send quite easily. So I'm not going to send it, I'm just going to stop there. But that's it. That's how to size your images for Camera Club. So I hope this is helpful. Bye for now.